Hey guys, this is Grimy Bunyip from xpwaste.com, and today I'm going to compare the Dragon Dagger to the Dragon Claw. So I'm not going to take credit for this idea. Another member of XP Waste and a member of Dungeon Sweepers gave this idea to me last night. His name is AHappySeeker, and he wondered, could a Dragon Dagger be better than a Dragon Claw for slaying purposes? And his reason for thinking this is a Dragon Claw, it can deal up to 2 times its base damage. 2 times. But a Dragon Dagger, it deals 2 hits, but each hit gets bonus damage of about 15%. So a Dragon Dagger can deal up to 2.3 times its base damage. So in that sense, in theory, the Dragon Dagger could hit higher than a Dragon Claw. So that was his reasoning. The issue is that Dragon Claws have this strange mechanic where if you miss, you get another attempt to land another accurate hit, and another one, and another one. And this makes Dragon Claws really, really accurate. So, according to RS Wiki, I've personally never researched Dragon Claws, but according to RS Wiki, this is how it works. If the first hit lands, you deal double your base damage. If your first hit misses and your second hit lands, you still deal double. If your first 2 hits miss and your third hit lands, you still deal double. And if your first 3 hits miss and your 4th hit lands, you'll deal 1.5 times damage, which is pretty substantial. And if you miss all 4 hits, you'll still deal 1 to 7 LP of damage, which is pretty much ignorable. So Dragon Dagger is really, really accurate. If you miss, you can try again. If you miss again, you can try again. If you miss again, you can try again. Okay, you get the idea? And this roughly equates to like an 800 to 1000% increase in like accuracy roll if like Dragon Claw were like just one accuracy roll, which is not, but it's essentially equivalent to that. So it's insane. There's nothing in RuneScape that has like higher than 800% accuracy bonus. It's obscene. So what I need to figure out is at what point does this accuracy bonus become trivial? At what defense level does the Dragon Dagger become better just because it has a higher base hit that it can land? And so I plotted that out and I calculated it, and the number is about 60. So if a target has level 60 defense and no armor whatsoever, that'll be the breaking point. Less than 60 defense and no armor, DDS will be better per hit. 1 DDS hit on average will deal more damage than an average claw hit. And if it's higher than 60 defense plus no armor, then the claw is better. For PvP scenarios, this means in pretty much every PvP scenario, the average claw spec will beat out the average single DDS spec. Okay? So I don't expect this to be like shocking news in any regard. And there's not too much in the game with less than 60 defense and no armor. So you'll have like hill giants, hobgoblins. Yes, Dragon Dagger will be better on them. But that's for PvP. Only in PvP are you interested in how much damage you're doing in a single hit. Whereas in Slayer, you're more interested in how much extra damage you're doing over your, say, Chaotic Rapier in a full spec bar. So on the graph to the right, we have the total extra LP damage dealt by 4 DDS specs minus the damage that you would have gotten anyways from 4 Rapier hits. And comparing that to claws. So if you do 2 claw specs plus 2 Rapier hits and subtract the damage from 4 Rapier hits, the total LP gained is this blue curve. And what we find is that the break off defense level is about 300. A monster of 300 defense and no other armor bonuses whatsoever will have parity between Dragon Claw and DDS. If you go higher than that, the Claw is better. If you go lower than that, then DDS is better. Very, very, very few Slayer monsters have more than this defense value. You'll have Myth Dragons, Steel Dragons, stuff like that. But for the most part, if you're hunting Gargoyles, maybe even Abyssal Demons. I'm pretty sure Abyssal Demons don't have that much defense. But most monsters, Gargoyles, Hellhounds, whatever, will not have this much defense. A DDS will deal more damage in 4 specs then then a Dragon Claw will deal in 2 hits plus the extra damage from 2 chaotic rapier hits. Okay? So this is surprising. Dragon Dagger is okay. It's not bad for Slayer. It may in fact be better than the Dragon Claws. But keep in mind, I did have to make some assumptions here. I had to assume that the RS Wiki evaluation of how the Dragon Claw works is accurate. I'll provide a link for that in the description. I had to assume that I'll list all the assumptions in the description because there's a lot. All my works here, all my works in the spreadsheet, all my assumptions are listed. If you want to double check my work, go ahead. But assuming if all my assumptions are indeed correct, then the DDS should be better for Slayer purposes.